Namaskaram, Masters. Welcome to Day 6, Season 3 of Aatma Deepo Bhava. Be a light unto yourself. I hope you had a wonderful meditation session. Before we start the next part, which is wisdom sharing, let us all be grateful for our Grandmaster Prabodh Garu for giving us this wonderful program. And thank you, leadership team, and all the volunteers for the hard work that you do, and all the attendees that are here today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Masters, today we are truly honored to be in presence of an esteemed master, Dr. Sarojini Sripada. Born in Vijayanagaram and currently residing in Hyderabad, Dr. Sripada is an exceptional scholar, spiritual seeker, and a dedicated teacher. She has a remarkable educational background, holding MA, BEd, and PhD in Hindi. Dr. Sripada served as a Hindi lecturer before retiring in 2014 and worked as guest faculty in Department of Hindi at Central University of Hyderabad in 2016-17. Dr. Sripada's spiritual journey is nothing short of inspiring. As a member of Swami Sundara Chaitanya's satsang since 1990, she began meditating in 2013. That's right, over 10 years now. She has attended numerous courses, workshops from Brahma Kumari's Raja Yoga to Guru Sri Sri's Art of Living course, Seth digital workshops, inner journey programs in English, Telugu, Bhikshamaya Gari's health program of live on eating raw vegetables for 8 days, and Dhyana Mahachakram every year starting from 2013. Her unwavering dedication to self-growth led her to complete a Soul Coach Transformation Program at Quantum Life University, Vikarabad. It was 2 semesters, 10 days each, and multiple Gudakesha workshops, 3-day live workshops at Chevella, Kisar, Hyderabad, 6 days residential workshop at Kasi, 10 days awareness night meditation program at Hyderabad earlier this year, February. A talented musician, Dr. Sripada also holds a certificate in Veena obtained in 2018. As a devoted practitioner of Gudakesha meditation, she was a member of T5 Gudakesha and currently translating spiritual texts like Gurukul Swami Narayan's Vachanamritam from Hindi to Telugu. She also translated our Dhyana Guru Subhash Patriji's speeches like Lankanam Prana Ashudham, Maranam Lene Miru, My Dear Friends, Masters and Gods from Telugu to Hindi. In addition to all these accomplishments, Dr. Sripada finds joy in serving her community. She does this by teaching Bhagavad Gita and meditation. Her devotion to Swadhyayam or self-study has allowed her to deliver valuable information on Gudakesha scripture in Hindi and Sitayanam in Telugu at Sahasrara Seva Yoga. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Dr. Sarojini Sripada, who will be sharing her wisdom on traditions lead to oneness. The stage is yours, Master. I'm sorry, Master, you are muted. You're on mute.
Thank you, Mani Garu, for the warm introduction. Very happy to see you all here. Firstly, we salute to our gurus. My guru, Jnana Brahma, Swami Sundar Chaitanyanji, Pitamah, Dhyana Brahma, Dr. Subhash Patriji, Gurumata Swarnamala Patriji, Gudakesha Grand Master, Sri Prabodh Achyutha, Gudakesha Swadhyaya King, Sri Pradeep Anuruddhji, and organizing committee members, Maniji, Sumanji, Jayashriji, and many other organizing members, and the participant friends, my humble pranams to you all. Today, our topic is traditions lead to oneness. Our India is meant for this, very well known about these traditions. How it leads to oneness, we'll have a look at it. It is very apt to remember the quote of Mahakavi Kalidasa from Kumara Sambhavam. Paropakaram idam shariram, shariramajyam khalu dharma sadhanam. Paropakaram idam shariram. This body is meant to serve others. And this body is an instrument given by the God to perform righteous actions. Serving others, that can be done only through human body only. If we try to understand about the human birth, then we come to know that this human body is a resultant or the combination of positive and negative deeds. Then immediately we get a doubt. Positive deeds means we accept, we can, but negative deeds, little bit we hesitate. Then how to correct these negative deeds? So here, Bharat Desh is known for the Maharshi's place. Any Maharshi or a saint, he or she is a complete person. That means they have risen above the raga and dvesha, likes and dislikes. And they have achieved the highest state of awareness in the path of evolution. They have set the correct standards to function as guidelines to the people like us. The lives of saints proclaim that we have come to this world to evolve spiritually in our journey. And in our spiritual journey, from body to Brahman, body level to soul level, we have to evolve through practice of bhakti, or through service, through meditation, through the knowledge, spiritual knowledge. There are various ways for our body to evolve. Actually, the Maharshis, the saints and sages of Bharat Desh are the real soldiers, real sons, real daughters. They help us to live in tune with the infinite and in peace with our neighbors, are putting efforts to make us understand that God is one and the soul is present everywhere. We have to learn from them that firstly, their sincerity, the tapasya, what they have done. Secondly, sharing their wisdom for our upliftment. And then dedicated service. They have struggled and raised, and they are serving to us. From them, we can learn the detachment and dispassion. We can remember Swami Sivananda's words, be good and do good. Mahavir Jain's words, live and let live. Or Gautam Buddha's words, Haimsa Paramo Dharmaha. My Guruji, Swami Sundar Chaitanyanji, his words are, Agate Swagatam Kuryat. Whatever comes, just respect with grace, accept it with grace, and respect it. And Pitama Patriji's words, no comparison, no complaints, no judgments. Grandmasters Prabodh Sir's words, keep smiling. This is the service to the universe. And Swajayakring Pradeep under these words, be lifelong Gudakesha. So everyone, in a very inspirational way, they have put their lifetime tapasya in these few words to learn and understand the above things. Our Maharshis introduced various spiritual practices like puja, stotram, japam, dhyanam, maunam, danam, jagarana, and Atma Jnanam in very various ways. If we follow these practices in our spiritual journey, our humanitarian levels, knowing the self, understanding the oneness, our Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, all these feelings will be developed. To understand this oneness, that is, God is everywhere, is ultimate goal for all of us. We have to know that God is everywhere. That is within us and outside also. Before moving forward, we just have to understand a little bit of our evolution, from where we have come here and what is our purpose. How to move forward or move further. We all have taken births as stones, plants, insects, aquatics, wild animals, and domestic animals. And after that only, we are born as human beings. After taking birth of human birth, also we carry the traits of previous births. So that's why the beginning of our human birth, most of the time in tamoguna, the ignorant state, that is, nearly 100 to 150 births might have taken. So in this state, tamoguna state, we just give importance for eating, roaming, sleeping. Of course, we do few good deeds also, but most of the time, because of laziness will be dominated in that state. We cannot perform challenging tasks in that state. So we can relate this phase to Kumbhakarna state. Next births will be a little bit more active than the previous births. We would like to meet some challenges, but at the same time, we will have more expectations. We want to be recognized, acknowledged. We want name, fame, and will be egoistic and arrogant too. We live with a self-centric attitude in these births. So this phase we can relate to Ravanasura Tattva. So another 100 to 150 births will go on like this in Rajoguna. Then after we enter into the third phase, that is So at this stage, we would like to become more of a good person, will be associated with good people, and would like to perform good deeds for the self and the society. Slowly, we try to control ourselves, avoid negative activities. If the space is given, we'd like to suggest to other people about the goodness. And if not, we try to avoid those situations, places, and people also, because we are not been able to adjust there, because that goodness. So we try to move away from that places, or we try to avoid those people. At this stage, the socialization also will be cut to some extent. That had happened in me after understanding about this. The stage we can relate to Vibhishan Tattva. Now we have to move further also, Vibhishan Tattva to still further, because we have to meet Rama. So here we are trying about our mind and intellect. Mind always wants to wander everywhere. Like in Tamoguna, I told, eating, roaming, sleeping. No goal setting is there. And the mind becomes restless, not knowing where that happiness we get. But at the same time, we want happiness, peacefulness, calmness, goodness, many things. So here, little bit we understand about our intellect. We want something which I'm not getting it. But still our energy will not be sufficient to overcome or rule over the mind. So the conflict will go in between the mind and the intellect. This is nothing but Kurukshetra war, Mahabharat war. The conflict between the mind and the intellect. We want something, but we are doing something else. How to come out of this? At times we will not be knowing by ourselves. Till we control our mind, this war will go on. We are like Arjuna. Arjuna represents the mind. At the dire times when he has to take part in the war, Mahabharat war, seeing their own people and getting confused, becoming coward and selfish. And he lost his confidence and forgot about his special ability of archery. And he is titled as Dhanurdhari. But at times we forget about ourselves when we see our people. This is mamakaram, attachment, we can say that. For a normal person, the situation will come and they lose their balance. They do not know what they are thinking, what they wanted to do. And at that time, because we forgot about our ability, we indulge in another activity. Here the Arjuna says, I don't want to fight for this kingdom. I don't want these enjoyments. Instead of that, I can beg and lead my life, which is totally against his nature. So we all, at times, we lose our balance, we forget about ourselves, and we indulge in other activities. Here, if we have done some good deeds before, then a guru like Krishna comes into our life and puts us in a right direction. So all these saints and sages, gurus, they do try to guide us in a right direction. Then Lord Krishna has done that to Arjuna. Here he gives that knowledge, spiritual knowledge. You fight as a matter of duty without any attachment to the result. See, non-attachment thing here, he is telling any attachment, whether it is positive or negative, it causes for bondage. And inaction, I don't do this. If I say that is a sinful act, having the ability, and if I don't perform with that ability, that is, I am doing a sin. That means. So he suggests that fighting as a matter of duty was the only auspicious path for salvation for Arjuna. In this Bhagavad Gita, one shloka, in that Lord Krishna mentions, Yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya setya sedhyo samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. Yogastha kuru karmani. Yogastaha, be in the state of righteousness. Kuru karmani, perform all your tasks. Sangam tyakta, forget about the attachment. Give up your attachment. Dhananjaya, he conquered the wealth at the time of Rajasuya Yajna. And he had given to his brother Dharmaraja after getting all the wealth. He did not claim on that money or riches. He just, as a brother has told him to do some duty, has assigned one duty, had done, and submitted it to brother. That's why he's called as Dhananjaya. Siddhya Siddho, Siddhya, Siddhi, ya Siddhi. Whether you get the success or failure, Samo Bhutva, accept it with an evenly, in the same manner. When a failure and success, accepting in the same manner means it's very difficult. Success means we'll be very happy. Failure means we'll be unhappy. But feeling the happiness and unhappiness, that will cause this bondage. So we have to come out of these bondages. Perform your task, keeping yourself in the state of righteousness. You have conquered the wealth. You can conquer the enemies also. Here you have come to perform one task. Dutifully, you participate in this and exhibit your ability. Don't attach to that result. So this is called equanimity. Samatva yoga vachyate. Samatvam, equanimity means whether failure or success, take it as in the equal sense. This world is filled with duality. We see in a dual form. So that happiness and unhappiness always like tides, it will be there. If we attach to those tides, always raise and falling will take place. But we have to place ourselves in a central position. This bondage is what? Nothing but the samsara. We'll be drowned in the samsara if we take these things, happiness, unhappiness, these dual forms. So that we'll be always drowning. When will we float in this ocean of samsara? When we understand about this duality. This samsara means nothing but miseries like birth, death, old age, diseases. All these things will be there. Sometimes we'll be healthy, sometimes we'll be unhealthy. When we are unhealthy, we keep feeling for the sorrowful feelings will be there. Distress feelings will be there. Depression will be there. So without attachment, do perform your ability. So to develop this attitude, equanimity, we need to have guidance from gurus. So all our saints, sages they have attained this equanimity. They introduce spiritual practices which where they are directing us to go into a positive direction. I joined in Sundar Chaitanya Satsang in 1990. Our Guruji, Jnana Brahma, Sundar Chaitanya have given us made us to do small practices. So the first practice is every morning when we get up. So before getting down from the bed, do 10 minutes meditation. After 10 minutes meditation, open your eyes and see the hands and recite the sloka. Karagre vasate Lakshmi, Karamule Saraswati, Karamadhye Sthite Govinda, Prabhate Karadarsanam, Karagre vasate Lakshmi. In our hands, the tip of our fingers, the Lakshmi is residing. At the wrist place, end of the palm, that goddess Saraswati is residing. And in between the center of the palm, the Govinda is residing. Is it okay, madam? The voice? So this tells us that whatever is going from our okay, madam, clear? This, thank you, madam. This shloka tells us that this activity tells us that whatever is going from our hands, it is a gift to the universe. And whatever is coming into our hands, that is prasadam. Prasadam means that is related to God. Whatever comes from the God, we say that is prasadam. So our life is based on our hands. So many tasks we perform with these hands. So when we think of this goddess Lakshmi, Saraswati, Govinda, that means we will be very careful to while performing our tasks. So our rishis have tried to connect us to this divine energy in every moment, I should say, because from the morning till night, till we sleep, we do many activities. So keeping this in the mind and do this activity, so everything will become divine. Yat yat karma karoti akilam, tattat shambho tavaradhana. Whatever the activity you do, that is the worshipping the Shiva. So when we place our feet on the floor, that is Mother Earth. Samudra vasane devi parvata stana mandale Vishnu patni namastupyam padaspastam shemamahe. So we have to put our feet on the floor compulsorily to do any activity. This is very must. This is a must. So here to the Mother Earth, we are expressing the gratitude for giving us space to perform our tasks. And at the same time, Padaspasam Shamamahe, we are asking for a policy. Please do excuse me. Without you, I cannot do any work. So in this manner, we are expressing gratitude, and then apology also we are asking for it. And thirdly, while taking bath, we take bath with water, we are connecting to water element. While taking bath, we chant this sloka, Gange cha yamne cheva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhim Kuru. We all know that water has a great healing powers. When we take bath, it removes our tiredness, toxins, and other impurities. Moreover, we feel very active. That's why we are requesting all the holy rivers of India to come into this water and purify us. We are seeking their blessings. We are thinking that all the rivers are goddesses. So this way, we are seeking their blessings by remembering them. That is nothing but remembering them. See, every moment, how we are connecting with that divine energy. Afterwards, morning, we do watering the plant, especially Tulsi plant firstly. Tulsi plant, while giving the watering the plant, we chant this sloka, Yanmuli sarvatethani, yanmache sarvadevata, yadagre sarva vedascha, tulasi tvam namamyaham. Tulsi plant considered as a holy plant. We keep it in our houses, in and around the houses. It releases oxygen, which is vital part for us, for our survival. And it releases oxygen, and the small herb, it cures many health problems. So we put water in the tulsi leaves, we put in the water, that is called tirtham. Whenever we go to temples, they will give tirtham to us. That means when we take in, so many toxins will be washed away. And on the food items also, when we offer to the god, on the food items we put tulsi leaves. So that is prasadam, we consider it is a prasadam. So like this, we connect ourselves with that plant, water. In many fields we have seen. Now we will see lighting the lamp in the morning, when before in doing any activity, Shubha Karyam, we say, we light the lamp, we feel that it is very auspicious. Of course, in our houses, we light the lamp. At that time also, we recite one sloka, Subham karoti kalyanam arogyam dana sampada setru buddhi vinasaya deepa jyoti namostute. We are this deepa jyoti namostute. We are saluting to that divine light. What it does, this divine light, why we are lighting the lamp? We put ghee also in that. When lighting the lamp, we put ghee. That ghee, it gives, when it started lighting, it gives, releases some sort of chemical that cleanses the environment. And this is only at the end of the day, end of our journey, spiritual journey, that we say, this is a karma kanda we are doing, lighting the lamp in the house. But afterwards, slowly, how it takes the turn means our body level will be evolved into a soul level. When we understand the soul, that knowledge we get, that is almost the journey is completed for a human being. So today it is the Karma Kanda. But slowly it leads us to Jnana Kanda. Jnanam, that is spiritual wisdom. Slowly we try to understand ourselves. We try to understand about this creation, creator, everything. And ultimately, we know about ourselves that I am a soul in this body, where residing in this body. This body is an instrument to do dharma sadhana. Sarira madhyam kalu dharma sadhanam. In the beginning, we have recited that sloka from Kalidas Mahakavi's Sarira Paropakaram idam Sariram. Sarira madhyam kalu dharma sadhanam. All these spiritual activities, whatever we are doing for the enrichment of the self and for the society, that will result in a great way to universe. Subham karoti kalyanam. It does good to me. It does good to me means to the society and to the universe it reflects. If I may, if I become a good human being, it's a great asset to the universe. Certainly, it reflects on the welfare of the universe. My good deeds reflects the universe. In turn, we get the blessings from the universe. We all know that Newton's third law, whatever the activity I do, that will have an equivalent and opposite reaction. So here, our rishis have training our mind to do good activities, knowingly or unknowingly, or willingly or unwillingly. If we do also, that will have a result. So here we have to understand. So when we do this sort of activities, so our health part will be taken care. Means arogyam subham karoti kalyanam. Arogyam dhana sampada. Arogyam, having health is a great fortune. It is a great asset. What is that health means? Physical health, mental health, emotional health, intellectual health, and spiritual health is very important for a human being. So all these health will be taken care. Dhana, arogyam, dhana sampada, dhanam. We need wealth to meet our daily basic needs. We get that part of wealth also. And third part is sampada. Sampada means having good qualities. In Patanjali Maharshi's Yoga Sutram, Yoga Darshanam, we say that Yama and Niyama, in the beginning only it has given an Ashtanga Yoga Sutra. What are those Yama and Niyama? In Yama, the 5 practices, Ahimsa, Satyam, Brahmacharyam, Asteyam, Aparigraham. Ahimsa, being a evolved being, will try to do good things. How to do in our thinking, in our words, in our deeds. Don't hurt anyone. Manasa, Vacha, Trikaran, Shuddhi, they say. Be pure. In all the 3 areas are there. In all the 3 areas, we have to be aligned with in these 3 areas, we cannot hurt anyone. Ahimsa Paramo Dharmaha, the Gautam Buddha has. Of all, Ahimsa is given the first place. That is the righteousness. Satyam, speak always the truth and pleasingly and smoothly without hurting anyone. Put your words. And then brahmacharya. Now we are having the knowledge of spiritual knowledge to know about the creator, Parabrahma we say. And always try to indulge in the activities where we can understand this divine energy. That is called brahmacharya. Knowing about, now we are gaining the knowledge how our traditions leading us to reach the level of soul level. Now I am thinking that I am body, I am the mind, I am the intellect, I am the sense organs. But all these things not. I am the soul. When I will understand, when I start doing these practices, trying to understand the knowledge behind this and the science behind these activities, spiritual activities, then slowly I will understand the soul. I am the soul. I am Atma Brahma. Aham Brahmasmi. So all these rishis, our gurus, sages, they are helping us. You follow this activity, follow this spiritual practice. Slowly you will understand. First it will be a karma kanda, like lighting the lamp. But slowly it will be turned out as that I am the soul. My intellect will be blossomed in out externally, that is Suryodayam. When sun rises, we get the light and we can see everything as it is. We can understand it, the people, whatever. In the darkness, we cannot see properly. And by not able to see the proper things, we attribute the wrong things. Just like that, in the darkness, we see a rope, but we will be afraid that it is a snake. In the darkness, we are unable to perceive things as it is. But with the knowledge, we can understand this, what lies behind this body movement, this mind movement, this intellectual movement, the sense organs movement. So what is moving behind it? What is the basis for all these activities? When we understand, to understand, our rishis are helping us with these practices. So here, this brahmacharya means understanding about that. What is the basis of our existence? Without that soul, I cannot perform any task. I am the soul. Asteyam, meaning sincerity, honesty. Whatever I do, with utmost sincerity, I have to do. Otherwise, I'll drown in these bondages. Aparigraham, non-attachment. Prior to this, we have seen that sloka, Bhagavad Gita sloka, Yogastha kur karmani. Do your tasks in a righteous manner. Don't attach with all those results. Aparigraham, whatever requirement is there, you can have it, but don't accumulate more and more. Don't become greedy. And then these are all yama, some practices, and the niyama, saucham, cleanliness. So we take bath to clean our body. We feel fresh. At the same time, to cleanse our mind, all these spiritual practices, whatever we are doing, that is cleansing our mind, because we are in so many births we have taken a stone birth, plant birth, insects birth, and wild animals, poisonous animals, and domestic animals. Different traits will be there. To cleanse our mind, it is not that easy. But there is a way for everything. If we start doing this, definitely we'll reach our goal. That is, I am Atma Brahma. We have to understand about ourselves as a human being. So here, so cleansing the mind is internal part. Saucha means cleansing. There is Hindi, there is a saying, Man changa hoto katoti Ganga. We do Ganga Snan. But doing Ganga Snan is external only. But now we are taking the cosmic Ganga, cosmic energy. This knowledge is cosmic energy. When we understand about ourselves, that we don't have to do that Ganga bath, external Ganga bath. Internally, we are cleansing ourselves. Or cleansing our mind means intellectual capacity is developing. Our intellect is blossoming. Santosham, second one. Contentment. Whatever we have, we be happy with what you have. Be happy with what you are not having. Both does good to us if we understand the sign. Whatever is required, God will give to us. Whatever not given, that also does good for us. Everything is not required for us. We have to understand this. Then only, as Arjuna said, I don't want the kingdom. I don't want this riches. What will I do? I will not do. I will not take part in this war. Moreover, I'll become a beggar, but I will lead my life as a beggar. That's enough for me. But you have a certain ability. You have to do swadharma. You have to perform your tasks. You are a human being. You can help others to establish righteousness. You have come here to fight for establishing righteousness, dharma sthapana. The person who can do dharma sthapana, leaving his duties and doing something else is a sinful act. So that's why there the knowledge is given to Arjuna. Here also we have to seek the knowledge of what we have. Swadharmo nidhanam sreyaha. I have to perform as for my ability. That is my swadharma. Paradharmo bhayavaha. If you wanted to become a beggar, that will put you in a dangerous situation. You cannot do that act also because your gunas will not allow you to do that act. You are a dhanurdhari. We are all dhanurdharis in various levels. So whatever the ability I have to give it to the society for the establishment of righteousness. So we should feel happy what I have and what I not have. So for this, our Guruji always says, Agate swagatam kuryat. Whatever comes into your life, welcome it with respect. So in the beginning, it was very difficult to understand, but slowly now understanding, with the understanding, the smile comes into on our face. What the Prabodhs are teaching us, smile always. But when we understand, then only the smile comes to our face. So these things like this, and tapas, austerity, doing anything good regularly, sincerely, that is called tapasya. Watering plants daily, that is a tapas. And swadhyaya, study of the self, studying scriptures, whatever the rishis, their experiences will put in the scriptures. If we read those scriptures, we will understand, we can do some practices. Everybody cannot receive the same thing, but everyone will receive something differently. But if we follow that, that is, we can evolve ourselves. So this is reading scriptures is paying tribute to our rishis. And Ishvara Pranidhana, completely surrendering to the God. See, we do puja, stotra, japa, everything, but at the end of the thing, what we say, Krishnarpanam. In my childhood, one person used to come with a bowl. We used to give rice to him, and we used to do namaskara and say that Krishnarpanam. That means whatever the person asked for it, we have given with in the name of God. Krishnarpanam, I have submitted to Krishna, Lord Krishna. In that feeling, we give that energy, we give that feeling. With that, we used to donate a small thing, maybe. So all these qualities help us to elevate in our spiritual life. Shatru Buddhi Vinasaya. We have Shatru Buddhi. We have 6 types of negative qualities. Kama, Krodha, Mada, Moha, Lobha, Matsara. In every person, it will be there. Time to time, it will crop up and put us in a dire condition. So all these negativities. So with practice of this spiritual practices, if we try to discipline our mind, all these negative qualities slowly start disappearing from our mind. So the intellect will be, the level of intellect will become more. So in our Bharati Sanskriti, we have strange traditions. In that tradition, I would like to mention about the worshipping the snake, which is very strange to everyone. Worshipping the snake, what is that? In our South India, during Kartik Masa, we perform Nagula Chavati, the 4th day of the Kartik Masa, in the name of snake. In North India, Naga Panchami, they worship the snake. In the beginning, we used to follow as a tradition only, blindly, in my childhood days, and then after marriage also for many years. We used to perform this, follow this tradition, going to snake pit and then offering puja. And in the day, what will we do? Morning, we get up, take a head bath, and then prepare prasadam, that is til and then jaggery, vilachi, til powder mixed with jaggery and ilachi, and laddu, and then rice powder mixed with jaggery and ilachi, that is the chalimidi and chimili. Go to the snake pit and light the lamp and offer haldi, kumkum, akshata, and the flowers, like how we perform puja to God. Same manner we perform to the mother near the snake pit, and then offer fruits, milk, and these laddus. And on the day after coming home, also on the day we access this prasadam only we eat, keeping ourselves uncooked food. That food style also we have to observe here. All the traditional practices and then food style is also mentioned there. That day we used to take this laddus only, uncooked food. See here, what we are doing puja means we are respecting that snake. That is one part of the universe. And snake has a biting nature, which releases poison. It may leads to death. So snake has a nature of biting nature, but as a human being, an elevated human being, of all the living beings, we think that we are great, we are superior to all those living beings. In what way? We are elevated. So here our rishis have trained our mind in such a way. Let the snake may have the negative nature of biting, but we being a human being, we have to transfer our positive vibrations to that. We respect you without expressing in words. We are showing in action. We respect you. You are one among this family. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. We say that word, but how far we do understand. But to make us understand, these practices are gifted to us by rishis. So a snake will bite any animal or a person or a bird, whatever it may be. It doesn't have a discriminatory power. It treats equally everyone. In this universe, everything is based on the principle that is law of karma. Before only we do. Whatever I do to others, that will come back to me. So I am releasing positive vibrations in the name of puja to that snake. The snake, the entire universe is based on one energy. That consciousness is one. Bhavagrahi Janatana. Whatever our intentions, that will be known to the God, to the soul, to the consciousness. So that to that snake, we are releasing love vibrations, friendly nature, all this that will be knowing whenever it comes before us also, it will move from sideways. It will not bite us. So whatever I do, that will come back as a return gift to me. So that what we are, and we are helping to evolve also. That snake also one day. I also have taken birth as a snake in one time. Stone, insects, animals, wild animals, poisonous animals. After that only, I have come evolved as a human being. So we have to understand this. This jnana, this knowledge is given by our rishis. We thank ourselves to our rishis for giving us this knowledge and making us do these practices and trying to evolve ourselves with this understanding. So we always release positive vibrations to this universe with a smiling face. So this is what today's how our traditions lead to oneness. So I thought when Atma Deepo Bhava, we are lighting our soul. This is real. Lighting the lamp means lighting the knowing about the soul, evolving ourselves to the soul level. Thank you for the Gudakesha platform is made by our Grandmaster Sri Prabodh Achyutha, and to all our gurus directly or indirectly giving us knowledge, helping us to evolve ourselves, and to these organizing committee members, to our parents, to the participating friends, and to the technology and to this place, for everything, whichever is connected, the present moment. I am very thankful to each and everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much, Master, for the wonderful wisdom sharing session. It was truly, I don't have words to explain it. It's just, I felt this kind of energy coming in, and it was as if I am meditating. Your message was so powerful and so sincere, and you use the examples that most of us learn when we are growing up, Ramayana, Mahabharata, but you were explaining complicated topics using simple stories and examples, and it made so much sense. And the stories that you said, Naga Puja, Naga Panchami, we've been doing it from since when we were kids, but we never know the reason behind it. There are our rishis gave so much wisdom, and masters like yourself are bringing them to the surface again and educating us, and you're doing a wonderful job. Thank you so much, Master. I really enjoyed it. I'm sure others have some feedback as well. Any questions? I see Dr. Jayashree ma'am already raised her hand. You can unmute yourself, Master.
My soul namaskars to everybody. Ma'am, it was really a wonderful session. Yeah, you were taking very simple examples in our daily activities and saying how they lead to oneness. It was really a wonderful session, ma'am.
Thank you.
Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Clear, very clear.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you, ma'am. It's very nice to hear from you once again, and it's a wonderful session. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom. Thank you, Andi Mani garu.
Thanks for your feedback, Master. Does anyone else? Okay, Kamal Sani, Master, you can unmute yourself.
Namaste, Sarojini ma'am. I just
Namaste.
wanted to share that so many examples were actually cheering me up. Brahmacharya is understanding about your soul and delving into this knowledge, and therefore why it is important. That is the key point. And how we have to so the way you were speaking was we keep hearing the Gita shlokas, but you sort of brought it all together about how it can also be a part of our daily activities. I mean, right from rising up in the morning, waking up in the morning, to the importance of our hands, which are going to do good for the universe, with the Kara Kare Madhye, Lakshmi and Karamadhye Saraswati. So that from that shloka to so many other examples where from morning what should be our sthiti, or what should be our frame of mind, and where we are going to do good for the universe. That I mean, it was really very, very cheering cheering me up, because we do meditation, but to sort of embed it into our minds, it's very helpful. Of course, I've always found you very positive. I've only met you recently, but I find you very, very positive. I think what you were saying, it has made it even more, it has made it very possible for us to include these practices into our daily activities and our thinking also. So I wanted to thank you and express my appreciation for the session. Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome, madam. Thank you. Your name is not visible, madam.
It was mentioned Kamala Sani.
Kamalasani. Kamalasani.
Yeah.
Thank
Kamalasani.
you, Kamalasani,
Okay,
madam.
my bad. And thank you, Master. And we have Govind Kulkarni. Master, you can unmute yourself.
हेलो मैडम, मेरी आवाज सुनाई आ रही है ना सर?
अब बिल्कुल सुनाई दे रही है। हाँ
जी मैडम, सर्वप्रथम आप सबको आत्मवंदन। और सुबह से आप जो विजडम शेयरिंग कर रही है, ऐसा लग रहा है कि सचमुच ये 1 घंटा बहुत छोटा है। मतलब बहुत ज्यादा आपसे विजडम और नॉलेज हम जो करते आ रहे हैं, उसके पीछे में एक्चुअल में क्या हमको लेना है, वो अभी जाकर के क्लियर हो रहा है। और आप बहुत उसमें समझिए डिवाइन वर्क के द्वारा उसको एक्सप्लेन करिए, डिवाइन वननेस के साथ में बहुत इजी वे में मैडम हम सबको समझ में आ रहा है। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, बहुत धन्यवाद। थैंक यू मैडम।
नमस्ते जी।
भिलाई से गोविंद कुलकर्णी बोल रहा हूँ
मैडम। आपके नाम दिखाई दे रहा है यहाँ पे।
गोविंद कुलकर्णी, भिलाई से मैडम।
नमस्ते सर, गोविंद जी, नमस्ते।
नमस्ते नमस्ते, धन्यवाद मैडम, धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Govindji. And Nagender Master has their hand up. You can unmute yourself, Master.
Yeah, thank you, madam. You well said about Gita slokas. Okay. So we never get a chance to read those Gita slokas, but you explained very well. So I have a question, like in our life, we always feel like some up and downs. Okay, so we are definitely we are attached to those emotions and the life, whatever things happen in our life. I know I have been doing the meditation, but apart from doing the meditation, any other best ways to be keep happy or I mean, we without attachments, like how can we make sure we are not
So
attached to those
slowly,
emotions or
slowly it will be dissolved, sir. It is not 1 day or 2 days. I've
yeah, I
been with
know, agree.
Guruji 30
Yeah.
years onwards. So whatever the knowledge he is giving to us, spiritual knowledge, slowly I absorb to it at this time, sir.
Mhm.
Slowly it will come. Immediately it is not there, but
Yeah, I
definitely we
agree.
will
Yeah,
achieve our
slowly. Any
goal.
other best ways or some tips from you, from your experience, last 30 years experience? So these are the things which helps us
Yes.
keep us
So
happy
once
or
we
some other
start
things.
understanding this, every moment we enjoy.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, the meditation is the best thing. Yeah.
And only meditation, the other activities also we have to do being a householder, sir.
Right. The
Yeah.
book
So
reading and
while doing
meditation.
this,
Mhm.
our Guruji, Swami Sundar Chaitanyanandji, he had given the knowledge, making us do all these things. Slowly now I understand. First it is Karma Kanda. Now it has become
Okay.
Jnana Kanda.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so many levels also. So we were doing meditation. Now we came into Gudakesha. That is also one spiritual enrichment it is.
Okay. Thank
So
you.
it's,
Yeah.
everybody will achieve that goal, sir. Attain that
Okay.
level.
Slowly. Yeah, we have to continue our
Yes,
meditation
yes.
steadily.
Try to understand what this particular snake, Naga Puja, that took so much time for me. I used to have so much doubt about it. I am doing that activity, but if the snake is there, I won't go to that snake pit. If the snake is
Okay.
not there, for whom I am doing it? This conflict has gone for many years. I used to express with many people, but I did not get the answer. But later I got the answer. That's what I told today. That is my observation, my experience I shared with you all. Because that has a nature of rivalry nature, enmity nature. But being a human being, we can convert that into positive vibrations, send the positive vibrations, and then convert that snake energy into a positive vibration. So that only will come to us. Whatever I do, it will come back to us. So that I have understood. So then I start enjoying myself. When we know the answer, we enjoy it.
Right. Right. Okay. Okay. Is
Thank
there
you, sir.
any way that we can identify whether we are in a the positive moment or negative side?
So
Is
if you
there
can stay, then we can discuss about that, sir.
Okay.
Then only we can discuss about it. Otherwise, without knowing, how can I tell that in which nature? Definitely you have come into Gudakesha. That means very, very positive you are. Feel
Okay.
happy, appreciate yourself. The
Yeah.
doubts will slowly it will be dissolved. Yes, your
Okay.
coming into
Yeah.
Gudakesha itself tells that you are a very
The
positive.
positive moment.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Great.
You
Thanks.
don't need
Thanks.
to think of other
Yeah.
things. That is tides will come. That is the nature of life. But slowly,
Right.
with understanding, it will go away.
Okay. Okay. Great. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Nagendra Master, for that question. And thank you, Dr. Sripada, for the wisdom. And do we have anyone else, Master? Does anyone have any questions, a feedback that they would like to share? You can please raise your hand. I think that was it, Master. Is it okay if I conclude the session, or would you like to add something? Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Before we end the session today, let us all be grateful for our Grand Master Prabodh Garu for creating this wonderful platform, for the Gudakesha platform, and offering this 21-day Aatma Deepa Bhava, be a light unto yourself. Thank you, leadership team, and all the volunteers that are doing the hard work to making this event successful, and all the attendees that are here with us today. Thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow and have a great day. Thank you.